So, we talked about AI, and a key principle with AI is you have to think, what can it do? And some of the things it can do is potentially help firms better collude or better share information. A general principle you have to think about is that it doesn't really matter who did it. If AI was Uncle Joe and they did a certain conduct, and this would be a liability on the antitrust, it's still a liability. It doesn't matter that they did it with AI. So that's a key principle that we have to think about. And then we also have to think about AI providers when there is an AI or algorithm provider that sells to multiple competitors. They all compete, and then the AI sells, let's say, a pricing algorithm or something of that sort. And at that moment, we have to worry about the different incentives of the companies versus the software company. And in particular, the companies want to sell more product, but the AI tool wants to sell more instances of the AI. And so therefore, there could be different incentives we have to think about, and it could be the case that there is an incentive for the AI tool to price higher to the degree that it helps it sell more copies or more licenses of itself. So that's an important thing to think and to keep in mind in the analysis of these kinds of tools. So now let me talk a little bit about information sharing, because I said AI can help in collusion, can help in information sharing. So information sharing, of course, same thing you can do without AI, but it can be more effective. It summarizes, it can organize your data better in a more automatic way. And so you could use information sharing, AI, and with information sharing. Now, when you share information, the key principle from economics is that you have to worry about information sharing when this information is going to facilitate collusion. So how could that be? For example, by facilitating monitoring, so that if there's a deviation from the agreement, you could see it more easily. And let me illustrate that in the case of the labor market. So we've had a case in US versus Cargill where companies were exchanging information about wages, workers' wages, and we claimed that this was anti-competitive, and there was a settlement. So here, the companies were sharing information specifically through a third party. This third party was not AI, but it's illustrative that even though they were sharing it through a third party, there is still, where there was a settlement, so there was an antitrust issue there, even though it was for a third party. So similarly, if companies were using some AI tool that involves anti-competitive information sharing, it would be a competition problem as well. So then, to sum up, I think the details of how things are done are going to be interesting from an economics perspective, but the general principle remains that behavior that is anti-competitive in the absence of AI, but you use AI as a tool, remains anti-competitive once you add AI. So that would be the general principle. Thanks.